Hi friends, I have 9 days until my market and I am freaking out. So this video is going to be everything I can prep before my market. So instead of like what can I do in a week, it's going to be what can I do in 9 days, although I'll probably end up doing most of it within that week time frame just because I will need to get all of my stuff set up, all of my stuff packed, do my inventory, do all of that sort of thing before my market starts. So I'm giving myself a couple days. So today is Tuesday. I think it's July 9th. I should probably check that. Both of my jobs ended up giving me an impromptu vacation after the 4th of July because the owners decided they were going to take some time off, so they gave us some time off, which is awesome because the timing worked out perfectly. So, like I said, today is Tuesday. I am going to go back and show you what I did yesterday and what I did Sunday, just so that I can show you some of the new stuff that I haven't shown you in previous videos. So, we're going to start with turtles because that's what I was starting to work on in my last video. I think I had 3 of them that I had finished by my last video, which was Friday or Saturday. So, I got this little guy. He's done. This is like a little sunflower turtle. I amended the head from the pattern because I really just hated the head on the other patterns. It's kind of big and chunky and flat. So I have been messing around with it. None of my stuff looks exactly the same as anything else just because I'm still kind of playing with it. But I love this one. I think that he is adorable. And then I did this beautiful one with the modeled multicolor shell. I love him. I got this one like 90% of the way done. This one you can tell doesn't have a lip on the shell, but it has some extra spots around here with this exposed stitch that I'm gonna put like a flower design on. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for him yet. I think I'm just going to do some white and make it like a little daisy, and he's got like this darker body, so I think that the white will work out really well for him. And then I've got this one where I used the multicolor for the face and the arms, and then a teal shell. So there's 4 turtles. Oh, I lied, 5 turtles. This one is my pink one with a darker blue shell. I know my lighting is really bad today, I'm sorry. I got this done. I just used a free pattern for these little heart pillows. And then I also got another chunky cat done. My goal is to have 5 of them by my market. This one's number 2. I do still have to do the face stitching on him, but honestly I think he's cute as is. I did a picot stitch for the ears, and I think that that made them like the perfect level of pointy. And he's got some just like the multicolor patches on him and on the tip of his tail. So I love him. I think I like him better than the original chunky cat that I made. And then this one was freehand, and I love it. Look at how stinking cute this little cow is. So I'm going to probably try and recreate this pattern a few times because I do absolutely love it, and it was super easy to do. But of course I didn't write it down as I was going, and it's freehand. But I was really excited by the time I was done that this one stands on its own. So a lot of plushies, because I overstuff, the heads end up just kind of falling forward all the time, and all of my plushies end up on their faces. So I'm really thrilled that this one did its job. I started working on some keychains. So I just used a really basic heart pattern, and I double stranded, and I've got a blue one with, I don't know, like a beige yarn, and then I have a white sparkle yarn that I did purple, teal, this kind of orange terracotta color, and one with mustard. And then I took the teal and the purple and put them together, and I made this one, which I actually think might be my favorite one. So that gives me 6 keychains that I can put on my display. which is good because I so far have no keychains, so that does something. And then I'm super proud of this one, if I can reach it. This one was also freehand, but y'all know that I love the Winnie the Dragon pattern from Red Mills Crochet, and I created like a little mini one. This one, like I said, this one's also freehand. I will probably try and recreate this pattern again because I think its face is just so stinking cute. And this one is, it's got like a little 3-prong tail on it. I think it kind of looks like a tulip. So really happy with how this one turned out. I think it's like the perfect size for my market where someone could get a dragon like this if they wanted, and it's not gonna break the bank like my other Winnie the Dragon is. So I am really excited that I got all of that done in the last couple of days. I'm also working on a market bag, and I'm just using like the granny stitch market. So this one is partially double-stranded with, again, that blue and that cream. And then I went back to just the blue because it looks a little bit busy, honestly. Oh, I think it's upside down. So it'll have that kind of around the edges. And this, I don't think I'll be able to get the whole thing in frame, but this is the total length. And once I get it up to the height that I want, these corners will fold down on both sides, and then it will just fold in half and come together. And then I just have to make a strap for it. So this is going to be kind of my work on in the evening while I watch TV project, and if it's not done by the market, it's not done by the market. I'm not really worried about it because I don't know that it will sell as well as the plushies will. So my goal for today is to A, get some more keychains done, B, get some more chonky cats done, and then C, I need to order my banner so that that will get here before I have to leave for my market, and I need to order my business cards, design a QR code, and just like do like the logistical business side of things. But I'm not as worried about that because if I don't have it for my first market, oh well, I will just give people my Instagram handle. If they follow, they follow. I don't know if I'm going to do a link to my Etsy shop just because my Etsy is primarily just going to be patterns, because that's what I would really like to do, is just become more of a pattern designer instead of a plushie maker, if that makes sense. So right now I have my one pattern up there for my egg bird, which is linked on my second video on my page, but I also have a teddy bear pattern, a rubber ducky pattern, and I might do like an amended version of that mini dragon pattern because I don't want to rip off Red Mills Crochet, so I don't want to make it seem like I'm just doing like the dupe mini version of it, but I do really like dragons and I think it would be a fun project to do. So I think I'm gonna make some amends to that before I publish something like that, because again, I don't want to horn in on somebody else's intellectual property, if that makes sense. But if you do want a pattern for that, let me know in the comments and I will look into doing that maybe sooner rather than later. I just have to finish the beak on my rubber ducky pattern, and it's a nice big duck. It's like this big. And it looks exactly like what you would expect a rubber ducky to look like, which is something that I haven't been able to find on my own on Etsy. So I will be really excited to get that published because I think it fills a hole in the market instead of just adds another one to the list of all of the ones that people have done before. Like, there's 1,500 bunny patterns out there. I don't know that I'll make a bunny because there's too many. And I feel like no matter what I do, it's gonna kind of feel like it's copying somebody. So I don't want to do that. I want to find something where there's a little bit of a hole in the market, or where people are looking for something that's a little bit different from what's already out there, instead of just looking for like the cheapest possible pattern that looks kind of like what they wanted. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on some more and take all of these and get them on my table. Okay, it's later on Tuesday night. I am gonna try and talk a little bit quietly because my husband is upstairs trying to sleep. It's like 10:30 at night, but I wanted to show you the other stuff I got done today. So none of these are 100% finished, but they're like most of the way there. So I got, if I can make him shape right, this little guy. This is going to be a little mallard duck once he's all closed and has a beak on him. So he sits up kind of like, you know, a little round plushie. He's completely freehand, but I thought he turned out really, really cute. And then I also have not been able to find a pattern for the mushy boys that I really liked, especially that was in my price point. I just don't want to pay $5 for a pattern if I can make it myself, if that makes sense. So I decided that I would work on freehanding those. And I mean, I think he's pretty close. This one, his eyes are a little bit close together. But I think, like this little guy with the blue cap, I think he's turning out pretty good. So I made 6 of these too. And I think that that might be all I do tonight. I'm going to stuff these and sew these. And I made a plan for what else I want to get done in my inventory. So I think that that's kind of where I'm going to start tomorrow. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to do a Hobby Lobby run. I'm going to do a Joann's run. And I'm going to go to the dollar store and see if I can find some good stuff to go on my table for my market, like some little signs or like little baskets or something like that. So I will try and take you guys along, but I don't like to film in public, so no promises there. But I think I'm going to call it a night because I'm pretty tired and I'm ready to go to bed. Hey y'all, it's Wednesday now, and just like I thought, guess who didn't film anything while I was in the store doing any of my shopping? So sorry, none of that. But I did want to show you some of the stuff that I got. So I originally went shopping to get some more yarn for the couple little projects that I wanted to do before this market, but also to look for an ottoman because the chair that I have doesn't recline, and sometimes I like to have something to put my feet on. And I've been using just like a desk chair just to like put my feet up, which is fine. So I went and I looked around for some stuff. I didn't really find anything that I liked for a price that I was happy with. They want like $120 for an ottoman, and I'm like, I'm not paying that for something I'm going to put my feet on. So I did not end up getting an ottoman, but I found some other stuff that I really, really liked. So the first thing that I found was at Five Below, and you know, I'm actually not as thrilled with it as I thought, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. So I got this little side table, which is good. I needed one because, as you can see, like my lamp is sitting on a basket and I don't have anywhere to put my drink. However, I don't know if you can tell with the cat for scale, this thing is very, very short. And honestly, I am, you know, it's okay. So then the rest of the stuff that I got, let's start with Five Below. So knowing that I'm going to need to probably pack some snacks for this market, I found these little bento boxes that I think are going to be perfect. And I got 2 of them because I'm going to use them around the house. So the green one is mine, and the blue one is for my husband because we are notorious for putting food in a container, taking it to work, and then forgetting to bring the container in until it's gross. So for $5, you know what? These work. And they're nice and big too. Like, it's a good size. I also got a market notebook. So this notebook is going to have all of my inventory in it, and I'm going to start writing down like how much things cost when I purchased them, and I'm going to probably write down things as they sell just in case I don't keep up with my square. So I mean, it's nice. It looks like it's a wide rule, which I don't love because I write pretty small, so I would have liked a college rule, but it's a $5 notebook and it's hardcover. which I'm thrilled about because that means it's less likely to get damaged or bent or anything else. I got some filler that I'm gonna put in my baskets to make it look like nesting material for my chickens. So I got 3 bags of that. And I also got a fan just because I feel like it'll be really nice to have at the market. That way, you know, if it's hot, I've got something. It's super easy, and if I lose it, it was $1. But what I'm actually really excited about, I had heard from some other crocheters on YouTube. I don't remember which ones, but they said that they got a lot of their signage and things at the dollar store. So I found these, and they're just like little chalkboard signs that will stand up, and I can put all of my information, like my little prices and things on them. So I bought 4, and I might go back and get some more, but I'll see if I need it when I do my mock setup. Also, just look at this. He is constantly trying to be one of my plushies. And he gets up there, and he stole one of my chickens the other day, pulled it off the table, and like moved it, and then laid his head on it like a little pillow. That being said, I am going to have to lint roll every single plushie before this market, and I might put like a disclaimer or something on my table just to say, hey, I have a long-haired cat who absolutely loves yarn. If you are very allergic to cats, I just want you to be aware. I don't know if I'm going to do that because I feel like handmade items, you expect them not to be the same as like mass-produced items. And, you know, if there's a cat hair on something, I feel like people are not going to like freak out about it. And if they do, I'll explain maybe. I don't know. Okay, and then I went and had lunch, and I saw my friend Manny, who I made one of those big dragons for. So I went to see him at work, and he ended up giving me a couple presents, which was cool. I wasn't expecting that. So I got like an electric wine cork, like uncorker, and like a decanting set and stuff. He bought it and then realized he didn't want it. And so he brought it into work, and he's like, you know, since you stopped by today, why don't you have it? So he gave me that, and he made me like a slushie, like a coffee slush. It was really good. And I had my salad, and then I went about my day. So it has rained here for 15 hours at this point. Oh, sorry, my washing machine is going, so if you just heard it drain. So I had to battle the rain for everything that I got today. But I also I found that Hobby Lobby honestly has like the best price as far as polyfill goes without buying like the big 20-pound box of it. So I got these 12-ounce polyfills that honestly last me forever. I got 2 of them. They're 12 ounces a piece, and they were like $3.50. So I got those, and I also got this. It's technically supposed to be like a wall hanging basket, but the handle's broke, which is fine. I'm gonna cut the handle off, and I'm gonna put it on my table as a little basket to put things in. So thrilled about that. I got it for like $5. I think it was originally like $18 to $20. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I also bought chalk markers for my dollar store chalkboards. Ironically enough, these 2 markers cost more than all 4 of those chalkboards combined. And then I got a bunch more stuff, but I realized I missed some stuff from the dollar store. What am I missing? Oh. So I guess I didn't really need to show you this, but I got this. The dollar store in my area at least is already rolling out all of their fall decorations. And I got this big old candle, and it says it's harvest cider, and it smells really good. And I got that for my craft room because the craft room's in the basement. Sometimes it smells a little musty. So this way I've got, you know, something that smells nice down here. So I got that. Okay, back to Hobby Lobby. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I got one of these lovely big wooden baskets that I'm going to use on my table. I have a mini one and my mom is bringing me a couple of them, but I'm going to use those instead of these mesh baskets just because I think these look better and they're going for more of the vibe that I want. I got velvet yarn. Hobby Lobby had all of their yarn 30% off, which worked out really well for me. I think they do it like once every other week. They've got them on sale, but these are your Juicy Couture dupes, in my opinion. I think they work up about as well. And these are just the velvet yarns. So I got 2 of those. They're normally $5 instead of 10, which is what the Juicy Couture ones are. And then they were the extra 30% off as well. So yeah, they were what, like $3.50? I don't know, math. I also found this super cute little chair. And I think I might spray paint it a different color because I don't love the neon yellow. But I'm gonna put like a little plushie in this. Like, imagine one of my little like mushroom boys just sitting in this little chair. I think it's super cute. It would be a super cute like little display for something that maybe isn't selling, just to put it on a pedestal, so to speak. And then I also bulked up all of my acrylic yarn. So I don't love working with acrylic as much as I do plush yarn because I make a lot of the plushies. But I am going to be making a lot of keychains this week, and worsted weight yarn just works better for that. And the Hobby Lobby brand, the I Love This Yarn brand, is the superior worsted weight acrylic because it's not nearly as like fuzzy and it doesn't split, so I don't get my hook stuck in it all the time. I just overall prefer this over like Red Heart Super Saver or whatever the Joann's brand is. I don't like those ones. I don't think they work well for me. This one I love. I love this yarn. So I'm gonna be making some hearts and some strawberries. So I got a couple of pinks. They're showing up like way brighter on camera than they are. I mean, I guess this one is pretty hot pink, but I also got lime green, which I'm gonna be using for some kiwis and lime slices. And I got these are $1, but they were 30% off, which means they were 70 cents. And they work great when I just want to make like a little project. So this pink is probably going to be my best one for hearts. I think this is like the perfect color, and I can probably get 2 or 3 of them out of this skein. And then these ones, I think I might try to make like a little orange slice, and I might use this for a watermelon rind. That's a cute watermelon combo. So I got those. I also got this, which I'm going to use for like a granny stitch purse, I think, or like a little purse bag. I think it's a super cute mottled light blue, dark blue teal color. And I've been wanting to make like a shawl or a sweater, and so I got 2 skeins of this one, which is, what's the color on this? Prima Ballerina. But this just gives like very much fall sweater vibes, which by the time that I actually finish the sweater, it will be fall, knowing me, because wearables and I are not friends. And then I also stopped by Michael's on my way home to see if they had any clearance, and they didn't, but I picked up another Bernat blanket in white, and I picked up the Loops and Threads Chenille Home Slim in this green color because I thought this green would be really pretty for frogs. I don't know if I'm going to make frogs for this market yet or not, but for 10 bucks I figured I might as well try it out. So yeah, that's all of the stuff that I bought today. And this is going to be a very long video, and I'm sorry. Why? You are not a plushie. Look at him. Laying on my chicken like it's a pillow. Whatever. He doesn't chew on the yarn. If he lays on it, oh well. So now the fun part is, I have to put all of this away. Which is fine, but man, is this a mess. No, this is not for you. Okay, I lied. He does go after my yarn, but only if I'm trying to wind it up. This is not for you. Come here, Schmidt. Look how big this cat is. You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi. Yeah, okay. He doesn't love being picked up. Okay, so I finally found it. My husband took one of my boxes, this cute little one, and this is the one I think I'm gonna put my chickens in, just because they sit so perfectly in there, and I can put like 3 of them, maybe, but I'm gonna put the nesting material in there, but my husband took it to put his car products in, even though it was on my craft table, so I'm taking it back. Okay, it's Thursday, and I wanted to show you what I made yesterday as well as today. I didn't have as much time to work on things, and honestly my wrists have been hurting a lot, so I've been trying to take a little bit of a break while still trying to get as much done as I can. So yesterday I went shopping and I showed you all of that stuff, and I also made a chicken body, but I haven't done like the comb or anything for it. It's not stuffed. So now I've got 2 chicken bodies that need to get finished. I also made these little lime slice keychains, and I think I'm going to add like some little seeds or something on them. I haven't quite decided yet, but I mean they're done as is. Like they could be sold. They're on a chain. But I used my new yarn for those. I also just have to put a little comb on this little chicken keychain and then put the chain on it. But I mean, how stinking cute is this? I would totally put this on like a backpack or on my key ring. I think it's adorable. I also played around with some ideas. I wanted to make like a kiwi slice, and this is what I got, but I really just don't think this is the right color for a kiwi. So I'm not sure if I'm even gonna like put that one on anything. I also worked on this. It's like a little blueberry keychain, and I might put like some little eyeballs and a smile on it. But, you know, just kind of piecemealing things together. And then, oh, my cat's on the table. I have to stuff these, and then I have to figure out what type of a leaf I want to put on it. Schmidt, hey, stop it. But these are like little strawberry keychains. Are you done? Nope. Hey, scoot your butt. You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi. Move. We have a baby. Is a baby. Okay, goodbye. I also got a few more of the little mushroom boys done, so I have a total of 9. I think I want to make one more just to call it an even 10. So I had like a light blue or like a medium blue mushroom cap and then 5 red ones. And I just added a brown one and a yellow one and another blue one. I think I want to do a green and then I might do an orange, but we'll see from there. But let me go back and show you the strawberries. So I made 3 of these. They're all free-handed and none of them are exactly the same because there's no strawberry that's exactly the same. But like I said, I just have to figure out what type of like leaf pattern I want to put on the top and then sew these together and stuff them. But my goal for today, I'm leaving for work here in like 20 minutes, is to get more scrunchies done. A, because I'd like to use up the remainder of some of my velvet yarn, but also I just feel like they are going to sell really quick and I might as well just make a bunch of them. It's not like they're going to expire. And then today, I also made 2 more of the little heart keychains. I just have to like weave in the ends and then put them on a chain. I also started a chunky cat, but that's when my wrist started really hurting, so I decided to kind of table that for today, and I've been working more with acrylic yarn today than I have with the plushy yarn, just because it has a little bit less friction and so it's a little bit easier on my wrists. So I think I'm going to continue working on that tonight. I've been working on some like granny stitch bags, and I think that that's what I'm going to continue to work on for the rest of the night. So I work as a server. A lot of times when it's slow, like the owners don't really care if we bring something in to do. So sometimes we'll bring in a journal or we'll bring in a notebook, or we'll sit in the back and play on our phones. And so I have been bringing my crochet bag in, which has actually worked out well because I've sold quite a bit of stuff while I've been at work. So it's like extra money. And I don't like market it to customers, but sometimes I'll be like showing one of my coworkers something that I was working on, and then someone will see it and be like, oh my gosh, I need that. Or somebody brought some kids in the other day and one of my coworkers knows the kids and said, hey, you should ask Claire what she brought in her bag. And so I showed them and they ended up buying 2 octos and a chicken. But I need to try and not sell anything else until my market, because I'm already terrified that things might sell out by the end of day 3 and that I'm not going to have enough. So yeah, I think I'm just going to get ready to go to work and then go work on that. And I will show you my progress on what I got done tomorrow. So this is maybe not how I wanted to end the video, but I didn't get as much stuff done as I wanted to. So what you saw through Thursday is pretty much all I did. I did a little bit of work on Friday before I had to go in for my serving shift, but I didn't get a lot done. And then my mom came Saturday. Her and I had a concert in Detroit, which is about 2 hours away from me, so we had quite the drive. We left at 3-ish to go down there, but she got here earlier than that. And I'm not crazy productive when I'm with people. I have just kind of found this out about myself. So I didn't get a lot done that morning. I did get a miniature dragon done, but that was for the birthday of the dishwasher at the restaurant that I work at, because his birthday was Sunday. And he is autistic and he loves dragons. So we decided as a staff that we were all going to go in on like a dragon stuffed animal for him. And they said, you know what, Claire, why don't you make it? And then we'll all just throw in a little cash for you. I said, that's fine. I can do that. Didn't realize it was 2 days away. So I had 24 hours to make it. So I dropped that off on Saturday with one of my coworkers. Then my mom and I went to Detroit. We went to a K-pop concert. My mom loves K-pop. I'm not as huge into it, but my sister, who usually goes with her, is in another state right now. So I said, you know what? Yes, I'll go. We went. It was okay. It was fun. And then we stayed at like a Super 8 motel outside Detroit, which was kind of scary and gross, but it was cheap. And then we went to Blake's Cider, which is, I don't know, maybe an hour outside Detroit, and they had Lavender Fest going on this weekend. So I said, you know what, I'll go to the concert with you, but I want to go to Lavender Fest, so we're going to stay overnight, and then we're going to do that. So we did that on Sunday. My mom stayed at my house Sunday night after we got back, and then she was here for part of Monday, and so I didn't really get anything done. She's looking at maybe moving by me, so we went and looked at a couple of houses, just kind of did some drive-bys, went and had lunch. So yeah, I didn't really get a whole lot done until maybe Monday night, and then a lot of it was just figuring out like market setup, which I got my tables set up how I want them. I have my display set up. I picked up the last couple like boxes and baskets and things, and I worked on that. And now I'm basically just doing all of my last minute stuff because my market is tomorrow. It's Wednesday today. So yeah, I'm going to make the last minute prep into another video, so follow along for that. I'm going to try and have that out pretty much within the next couple days. And then I'm going to do a breakdown of my 3-day market for each day. So there will be 3 separate videos for that market. So I'm going to do Thursday as one, Friday as one, Saturday as one. Partially because I think it would be a lot to edit to do all 3 days in one video. But also I would like to maybe do like rapid fire, get the videos out. I do really want to grow this channel. Partially because I need to make more friends that crochet. So, you know, if you crochet, if you like this kind of content, if you have questions, concerns, snide remarks, I'll take it all. But also, like, not only do I want to grow this channel, but I also kind of want to put it out there so that I can go back and I can look at things maybe a couple years down the road when I'm working on markets to see what I was doing. And it's easier to document things a little bit shorter. I hope that makes sense. I also think just from a content creation perspective, I only have a few markets this year, so I am going to try and make more than just one video on each one, or it will be forever in between all of these videos. I hope that that also makes sense. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and publish this video and then get started on my last minute market prep crackhead hours video. So yeah, thanks for following along this week, and I hope to see you down the road. Bye!